Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the second semi-final. We now know that it will be the Irish on the other side of the final draw. This matchup is an absolutely monumental clash between two Pacific Island greats. It's going to be Fiji taking on Samoa. I hope you guys are all excited for it. In the Fijian starting lineup, it will be Vakunarabili, Dalgunu, Kanakaivata, Nathunio, Bukayaro, Rasaku, and also Sauturanga. Then for Samoa, it is Va'a Apelo Maliko, Ioana Sione, Vauwasa Afa, Melani Matavao, Steve Ramone or Steve Unisai, and then also Letifia and Owen Fetu. But I see we've got a whole heap of people in the chat, so I hope you guys are all doing well. Due to the licensing, we are unable to show match footage, sadly, but we can do the commentary for this matchup, so I hope you guys are all ready to go for this matchup. But the Fijians taking some deep breaths here. They know how important the semi-final is for their finals hopes. And taking some deep breaths. Samoa, Fiji, the matchup that I wish was the final. And also we have got their shot Manu. And there, as I says, Slave 41 Dogs. And also we've got their Tosaviti Toso. And there, and Samoa, says David. So it seems like quite an even split at the moment between who wants to go. Or it depends. Sorry, there. I've gone blank. I'm too excited. They're just about to kick off. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who manages win it. And also you rock with the names. Story, thank you very much, mate. We have had quite a bit of practice on where you're watching this. In New Zealand, I am watching it on Sky Sport 1, but depending on the country you're in, you may be able to watch it on the World Rugby YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out. And also the game is on now, guys, Malo. And then also we have got there where you're watching the game. It is on Sky Sport 1 here in New Zealand, but also World Rugby YouTube channel does have it as well. But now it is going to be Melani Matavao kicks it off for Samoa. And this game, the second semi-final, is going to be now underway. It's going to be an awkward bouncing one, but Fiji have now got the possession. Nathunio running sideways, not the best pass off, and it is going to still be just backwards though into touch. And that will be Bukayaro forced out. Samoa in the former Sione considers taking it quickly, but decides against it. And also Samoa in there. Let's go, my Polly brothers, and also go Samoa, but money on Fiji though. And yeah, no matter what happens in this game, we know it's going to be a very hard-hitting affair. And the replay of the Cup semi-final in Vancouver, it was actually Fiji who were able to win at 45 points to 5. So a lot more one-sided than Samoa would have liked. But now they're using their backline beautifully. And it will be Nue down the wing. Good step on the inside, on the outside. He made about 3 tackle breaks, but then has lost the ball. And Fiji now have it back. They've got big Vakurarabili on the outside, going to be using his strength. But he has thrown it backwards. Bukayaro now has to clean up for Fiji just outside of their own 22. Step in to the side, Rasaku using that fin that he knows how to use so well and that he has used well in the past few matches and played a game, mate. Unfortunately, due to licensing, if we were to show any match footage or audio, we get taken straight off YouTube and they will end up copyright striking us for 3 months and possibly suing us, unfortunately. And this guy talked too much to his Stay 41 Dog. I have been told that very many times. And sitting up, Va'a Pilo Maliko did end up picking it up, but it will be the penalty on forward, in fact. And it looks like they want to go for the scrum PDF for Fiji. And also we get the thanks for that, mate. And that as well says, is it? And also, I know, right, says it always Julian. And also we have got there go Manu Samoa, says Vauletti. Hopefully I've said that correctly. And also I should mention that all of these matches are on the World Rugby YouTube channel normally after the day is over. And also says he's commentating, you don't know. And also how did Samoa improve heaps in a small time? It's amazing. They have been brilliant in the last little while. And I think it's just, like, I want to say it's slightly down to the leadership of the side. They have got Brian Lima in charge. And also with 3 co-captains, you've got a few of those different guys who are really the pillars in the side that all of the players try to be like. Rasaku, though, brilliant run, ball on the inside. And now Fiji are going to be back in their base. It's a 3-on-1. And this will be the first try of the match. And Fiji have been able to score between the posts. And it will be Tavita Dalgunu, who definitely will make sure that he puts this ball down, because last time he did actually blow a try opportunity. It looks like he's just taking a couple of deep breaths. It is hot there in Toulouse. And I was like, how can we watch it? How about phone, says Juliana? So if you have got a VPN, you can watch it on the World Rugby YouTube channel. If you know whereabouts you can get a VPN, then that is the best bet for it. Unfortunately, other than that, they don't really have too many free alternatives for these events. And also Brian Lima, great Samoan coach and legendary hitman in there. And yes, Fiji, says Viniana. It is a great run from Tavita Dalgunu. Does end up getting a go, Mano. And also Brian, the chiropractor Lima. And there's says Nazi Williams, but it's kicked straight over the middle. And Fiji now have themselves a 7-0 lead over Samoa. 4 minutes left in this first half. And one of the Fijian players, I think that's Davida Delgunu, he is absolutely shouting at his teammates. He's fired up, and he knows how important the momentum in this game could be. Fiji sitting now 7-0 over the Samoans. 3.5 minutes left. And also, if you ask him to show it, you pay $10 million and he'll apply for broadcasting rights in there, says Robert. Yeah, it is very expensive to get the rights to be able to show it. That's why World Rugby is literally the only place on YouTube that have got the rights to be able to do so. Sky would pay millions of dollars for the rights. Now it's nicely done by Steve on his side, but he's wrestled into Dutch there. And I was like, how can we watch, bruh? Says Juliana. World Rugby YouTube channel or World Rugby website, they've got a list of where you can watch in your country. Check it out. Is your best bet. And also New Zealand was great at sevens during the 2000. Why do you think they've dropped a tad? Says Hanoi. I think it's just kind of, as the other sides have improved, New Zealand at times have found themselves stagnating a little bit, and they have gone with the same squad for a very long time. I'm liking the fact that they have started adding a few more new players into the ranks, such as Caleb Tangitau, Kitioni Vai, all those young guys getting added in. And I think a lot of these sides are doing that now, preparing for that Rugby World Cup. But Fiji have got this ball once again. Nice ball from Rasaku. Does just recycle it. Matavao over the top. And now he has been able to get the penalty. In fact, it's going to be a scrum. No. Referee has to make the tackle on the Samoan player and tell him it was a scrum. So you are not able to take it quickly. And also, I believe in Samoa can do it. And there as well. And also, we have got the Fijian flags from Vika. But whoever wins this, it is going to be an awesome clash with Ireland in the final. Whoever loses this goes on to face off with France. And the thing is, Ireland have played Samoa already in this sevens competition, whereas France have played Fiji. So it could be an interesting one to see how those link up. And I was like, go Manu Samoa, said Jenny Brooks, and also found it, yeah, come on, Fiji. And there says, is it, and also on fire, Fiji, support the support from Tanzania in Africa, says Joshua. So welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well indeed. I'm very excited for the final, which is just around the corner. But now driving it sideways, Samoa have got this one inside of their own 22. Trying to use that power. Reinu almost thrown into touch. Steve on his side goes down. Another penalty to Samoa. Still 2 minutes left in this first half. Amalani Matavao looking to slow it down a little bit. Now he takes the quick tap. And in there says Uliana. That one now passed out wide. And to Samoa, it will be Sione. Does a nice quick stutter step round down Gunu. Trying to break another tackle and step finds the offload to Apilo Maliko, who has been able to find the try line many times throughout this sevens competition. Wide cutout pass. Now Steve on his side. On the outside, if they want him, doesn't get it to Milani Matavao. Now Steve on his side. Passes it back across. It looks like one of the Samoan players, I think it's Sione, out on the wing, looks a little bit slow getting up. But Fiji, one of their players has stayed down. So really it is 6-on-7. And Matavao trying to make the most of it. Great step there. Not able to offload it. Now finds it off to Nuia. This is just phase after phase. They're not really giving me a chance to breathe. At this stage, I might pass out in about 20 seconds. But now Rain Nuia. Oh, sorry, not Rain Nuia. It is Owen Nuia. Almost going through. Apilo Maliko. Off to Sione. He could be running in for the corner, actually jogging in here. But he does step beautifully. Finds the offload. And Apilo Maliko. He almost went dead. He almost made a monumental mistake, and they will be checking this one. And also, we have got there, are you on SENZ radio in the morning? Says Hanoi, I am not. I haven't actually got any type of contract or anything like that. But it is just myself and me YouTube channel. But Apelo Maleko, he's dropped it. He's dropped it. He has blown a certain try for Samoa, and it's a weird circle that we find ourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because Fiji had that happen to them in their last match. And now they have done it to Samoa. Apilo Maleko did throw the ball down. He panicked because he was about to go dead. And that is going to be no try. 5-meter scrum for Fiji now. And what now has 30 seconds left. And Apilo Maleko, I mentioned about the fact that he normally scores them for fun, but he could have had an easy one, but he let it go just a little bit too early. And also, we've got their player down, says Mr. Billy. Yeah, they did have a player down for a little bit of time. It was Joshua Vakurunura Billy, but he seems like he's back up to his feet now and looks ready to go. And also, we've got their work. It's coming for us, says Betty Wagon. And also for Vale, it said WTF as well. Yeah, not the try that Samoa are after. That is for sure. As if that happens, he says that I can't believe it. And the worst thing is, it's not the first time today. And it's on BN Sports on Foxtel in Australia, Hamish, says Robert. So there are actually plenty of options to be able to find it. You just got to know where to look. But now Nathaniel inside of their own in-goal area. That's going to be passed off to Fiji. Up to the 22 now, and Fiji are not the kind of side that would kick this ball out, even though they are inside of their own 22. They will look to score again and keep Samoa under pressure, and it's a great run as well. And already Samoa are given up on the chase, and Bukayaro will be able to get himself the try there. Sioni's starting to catch him a little bit now. He scores between the sticks, and that will make it 14-0 now in favour of Fiji going into the second half. And also we're going to come on Fiji, says Viniana, and also we have got Go Blue for Amalosi, boys. Says the last singer there. It was a good run from Bukayaro, using that pace, going straight through a gap. And straight away, Apilo Maliko was not going to be chasing him down. Sioni tried in what was a very valiant effort, but it just wasn't going to be enough. And come on, Fiji, says Chris there. 14-0, says Pratesh. It is indeed. Hopefully our scoreboard does end up updating in a very short moment. Go also, and there as well. Currently, that will be a halftime between the two sides, and the score sits 14-0 in favour of Fiji now. As soon as this kick goes over, which it does indeed, and also let's go Samoa, says the poll, and also the Samoan flags, keep the discipline, please, Fiji, says Mr. Billy. But like I mentioned, whoever wins this match, they go through to the final, and they will be taking on none other than Ireland. Whoever loses this match will have a big match up, and that will be up against France. And also, what time is Tonga playing? Says Antonio. Unfortunately, Tonga aren't actually on the Sevens circuit at this point in time, but I know that they are going to be taking part in the Pacific Islands Cup, or Pacific Nations Cup, I believe it is called. And that is going to be actually taking place in early July. We will be covering that on the channel as well. So if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Go Manu, says Whakasal there, and also change the scoreboard, says Viliami. It is a little bit slow updating, but luckily now it has updated. And also we've got the come on Samoa, and there as well. I should have just took the 5 and went down, says Dante there. But yeah, that's the thing. At the time, it seems like a brilliant idea to try and run it in, get the extra couple points type thing. But at the end of the day, it can cost you hugely. Did you see the Warriors earlier? Pretty good game, says Hanoi. It was very impressive from the Waratahs winning themselves their game up against, Warriors? Waratahs winning their game up against the Highlanders. We did actually stream that game, as we do all of the Super Rugby fixtures on this channel as well. And Farmer Lawsy, boys, says, and they're but currently halfway through this game. Fiji, they are currently ranked 6th, and they look like they are cooling down, trying to keep themselves prepared for that second half. Let's go, Manu. God bless you all, Manu. Samoa bros, and also Farmer Lawsy girls, says Chris there. And also we have got the other women's semis finals finished, says Mr. Billy. They are indeed. So the final of that will be New Zealand versus Australia. And then the playoff game will be Fiji versus Ireland for bronze. And also Fiji almost lost against the USA when he didn't score, says Dante. And also to the Waratahs win, says Viniana. They did indeed by 10 points, or in fact, 12 points they were able to win by. But now, second half about to get underway, and it will be Fiji kicking off this game from right to left. Anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you do want to help us out, we have got a second channel, which we are on the road to getting to 1,000 subscribers. So if you do want to help us out, we are only about, I believe, 20 away from hitting 900. So let's see whether or not we can do it by the end of this live stream. We are, the one asking about Tonga is probably trolling, and there says Bish, and Galivia's got the laughing faces in there as well. But it is now going to be Balatha kicking off this one for Fiji. It does go high and to the near side of this field. Vakurunro Billy knocking it back onto the side of Fiji, and Apelo Maliko does make the tackle. Samoa holding him up, trying to make it a rolling maul. He's had his legs picked up off the ground, and Samoa have been able to rip it away. Now going forward, find the offload off to Apelo Maliko, and now he tries to run forward. Finds the offload off to Steve Onesai, was nailed in the back, and it's a penalty to Fiji now. All my bros, please forgive our other Fijians have no respect on this chat, mostly not native. That's fine. And for my lossy boys in there from Joshua, and also Katie Dixon is here as well. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well, and can't believe, or we believe in you boys. And for Amalossi, Manu Samoa Sevens, God bless. But now, taking the quick dip. Currently, the carries in this match have been relatively even. Samoa have made 6 offloads compared to the 2 that we have seen from Fiji. But now, hanging on to this outside of their own 22, Dalgunu goes across to Rasaku, backs himself, does slip, and almost ends up finding himself in touch. It's a penalty now to Samoa, and they've got 6 minutes to try and get themselves over the line. Go, boys. And there is and also Samoa will come out of nowhere, says Kilioni. And also we have got there the Fijian drawer, or sorry, the Fijian flags there. And also it was actually Colonial. Hopefully I've said that correctly. But now Fiji, that ball's going to set up not so nicely for them. And now Nuia running backwards, almost straight into the referee. But Samoa, sometimes you got to go backwards to then make your way forward, finding another offload up to Malani Matavao. Nice step now. And Fiji starting to break. It's a forward pass, but they are going to say it's all right. Matavao, beautiful flick out the back for Samoa. And now another penalty in favour of the Samoans. Matavao takes it quickly, and all the Fijians, I don't know whether they were all back there, but now they've got numbers, and it's going to be the try for Samoa. Nui scores it between the posts. Owen Nui, and that is going to be their first try. Let's go, Manu Samoa. And there's us, says Peter Stowers, but nicely done by Samoa to get themselves over the line. Owen Nui has been able to score that try. And also impact players should be subbing in now. And also, come on, boys, says Oriana. And Samoa just able to get that first try that they did need. And it was in the form of, it was actually Owen Nui who is in the starting lineup. Off the bench, they've got Falaniko. If it's a Purcell, they haven't actually got Scanlon, though, and that is due to his red card that he did get for himself not too long ago. And also, we have got the ES, says Chris. And you get those, says Betty Wagon. And also, we've got the Samoa, says Julian Jose Tupai. And also, Juliana has got the Western Samoa flag with a sad face, although now they have been able to score their first try. And Farmer Lawsy, boys, says Sena. And also, come on, Fiji, says Kilonio. But I will mention anyone who does want to see the highlights of this match or the full match replay. Normally, it is on the World Rugby YouTube channel after the day has ended. So I do recommend to check that. And also, do Sevens guys get paid much? Says Hanoi. I'd like to think they'd get a decent enough salary, because at the end of the day, if you're winning gold medals, surely that's going to be worth something for you. And it's pretty much, although I know a lot of players actually do it more for the passion and also for the fitness side of things rather than doing it for the money. It's going to be knocked back onto the side of Samoa, but it is a pop pass up to Balatha now as Fiji were able to get it back pretty much instantly. My Samoa joining the breakdown. That is actually the last name of a Fijian player. I'm not referencing the Samoan country, but now it's going out. And he wasn't able to hang on to that one. And Kunatane does end up putting the ball into touch. I had a weird dream about high top trainers last night. Come on, Samoa. And there's this question, and also Manu Fa'amalosi. And yeah, from it was Sila Funga. Hopefully I've said that correctly. And also we have the, kidding. Sub count went up too. Says Gary Dixon, and also Fa'amalosi also says Fatai. But now about to throw in this one for Samoa. We have got 3.5 minutes left of this game. Keep trying your best, Manu Samoa, says Peter. Goes in, take it nicely. And Samoa hanging on to this one for a little bit longer. They have actually gone to their bench. I believe there is just the one change that has been made, and that is Falaneko. Now it is a brilliant offload or a brilliant fend, and he has actually got the advantage as well, Apelo Maleko. And not only was he alert enough to know that he got high-shotted, he also knew that he was going to be able to make a few extra meters for Samoa as well. Flat ball now, straight up the middle, trying to use a bit of extra speed and strength. Opetai, ball rolls out the back. And now it pops up for Balatha. And mistake from Samoa, not realizing that ball had been recycled as quickly as it had. And now up the middle, Talatholo. He's going to be going in. And off the bench, or in fact, sorry, it's not Talatholo. Instead, it is going to be, I believe, that was actually Nodovalo. We haven't seen him very often throughout this Sevens competition, but he does score. And Tosofiti says it was Grove there. And Fiji all the way, says Viniana. And also we have got the Go Manu. And that one, but that is going to be the try for Fiji at the perfect time in this match for Amalorsi, boys. And also Go Samoa, says Juliana. Going through. And it was a brilliant run from Nadawalo. Does score it, kisses the ball, puts it down, and that could be the icing on the cake here for them, depending on how it ends up going for the final 2 minutes of this match. That's the thing, though. With Fiji getting 3 conversions over with their tries, 21 points to 7 now in favour of the Fijians, it does mean that we might get to see Samoa. The only way for them to get through to final kind of golden point is to score 2 converted tries in 2 minutes. And we believe in you, says Oleana, and also Tosaviti Tosu all the way, boys. And now ready to go. Still using up a little bit more time. I was going to say they need to be careful not to use up too much time, or else they will actually give away that free kick on the halfway line. But now it is going to be, it was the number 1, Valvas Afa. Actually, first time I've seen him. That was a big shot, and that's what we expected between these two sides. Some rib ticklers and a half there. And it was a good shot from Kunatani. Now inside of their own 22. Nice step from Sione. And they do need a line break, and they need it very soon. Still gone. Ball on the inside. Now it's starting to open up here for Samoa. Looking for the passing option. Does sling it wide. Waits for the ball to bounce there. Valvas Afa. Does give it on the inside. Malani Matava, we know how important he will be for Samoa in the later stages. It's going to be another penalty for Samoa, and it was an offside one against Nathunu. They take it quickly now, Samoa. Only 1 minute left on the clock. If they want a chance of winning this game, they do need to score twice in 1 minute, and that's a penalty to Fiji. So that might do it for the game. The game is on Peacock for those in the USA. And thanks for the live commentary, says Avakesh. No worries at all. And thank you all very much for being here. I am sorry that I am unable to show the game, sadly, due to the licensing side of things. It does make it very difficult. But if I could, I certainly would. But sadly, they do take us straight down. And good luck both teams, Samoa and Fiji. And Fiji, says Viniana and Tosaviti Toso, says Avakesh. But now it will be Balatha. Kicks it towards touch. And it hasn't gone out. Brilliantly done by Samoa. He's got 15 seconds to run 100 meters. Let's see how quick this man is. He does a step, gets round one, gives it off to Falaneko. Matavao, interception there. And Nodovalo has been able to steal it for Fiji. Now my Samoa is going to be trying to link up. He has found the pass off. And it looks like Fiji, they've heard the siren, but they don't care. They're going to go for one more. Nodovalo is going to go in. And that will now mean that Fiji will win this game by 21 points. And also we've got Andrew watching. Says Gary Jackson there. And also we've got the number 12 for Fiji. Is super quick. And that is Nodovalo, the man who has just got himself his second try. Although, don't be sorry, Amish, you're doing great. Says Nazi Williams there. And also thank you, lads. Says Viniana. Appreciate how you try to pronounce their name correctly. And yeah, it's one of those ones that if I get it wrong, like I feel like it just doesn't show as if I'm trying to make any effort. But I have certainly worked tirelessly trying to get those names right for the Fijian and Samoan names. And we are going to be back for the next two games for the Sevens, ladies and gentlemen. Samoa, they will be going on to face off against France in the bronze final. And then it will be Ireland. They will be going head-to-head with the Irish in the next match. But I'm quickly going to get you guys the times of those games so you know exactly when to expect us to be back live on the channel. We are also going to be doing the women's semi-final between Ireland and Fiji. And then that will be the women's final between Australia and New Zealand. Also, better pronunciation than the Stan Sport guys, says Hanoi there. And also Fiji game overs, says Kalevi there as well. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Like I mentioned, we are going to be back in a very short moment. Also, if you do want to help us out, we have got our second channel, the Kiwi Lads Sport. We are going to be posting plenty more videos on rugby. Also, in general sports, we are going to be doing some rugby league on there relatively soon. But this is the link. Be sure to check it out, as we are currently getting very close to 900 subscribers. We are currently sitting, whoa, it's gone up to 886. Last time I checked, it was on 875. So if you do want to help us out, it is hugely appreciated. And I will get you guys the time for the finals. So the finals times are as follows. The final between Fiji and Ireland will be at 4:26 a.m. New Zealand time. Then the semi-final / the third and fourth playoff game is what it is called. That is at 3:29 a.m. And then the fifth and sixth game between Argentina and England, that is at 2:30 a.m., which is in about an hour and a half time. And also all bless to the boys. And thank you for your live. I appreciate it much. Says Salafina. And thank you very much for tuning in. It is absolutely hugely appreciated, all you guys who have been tuning in for these live streams. And we've got plenty more to go in the next couple hours. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all for the